Greetings, Pisces. Good morning. Welcome to your mid-month reading for April 2020. This is a reading for Pisces dealing with situations that may or may not involve another. And this other is could be a lover, could be a friend, could be a business partner, could be yourself, could be your dog. I'll be building the great mirror between you and the significant other. Excuse me. And we'll go ahead and clear the energy of the deck and get started. Okay. I'll be working from the 1890 deck for my dear Pisces. Blessings to you on this day. Okay, we're ready. There's a strong potential something will be returning, and for you to use your critical judgment in order to discern whether or not this is worthy of your efforts. There's an activation with your critical mind, and your partnerships are being evaluated. Um, this is basically to say that the significant other or the object of your affection may be returning from a dead situation. Um, Not only that, you may have the choice between two different, at least three different forms of truth that will resound in your higher self. There will be a potential for you to choose one of these truths and to speak from it. However, the other two will be cast aside. Um, there's a strong indication that your left brain will be activated, and you will use your passive side in order to activate some very, very compelling truths when it comes to this situation. You will speak your truth, and you will be glad of doing so. At the same time, there is something about your truth that needs not be said. That is, that it speaks for itself. It speaks for itself, and it is all-encompassing. Therefore, it needs no analysis. Um, Listen to that higher mind of yours as well as the higher spirit of yours in order to make the right discernment when it comes to this thing returning from some sort of death cycle. Okay? Yeah, definitely a return from something that was very, very strong in its desire to return. I like this because there's something about the great circle that is here, and this person, whomever it is, or whatever object of affection it is, its return shows that it is a part of the greater mystery, a part of some greater scheme of things, and the karma is playing itself out. And not only that, there's some right action in it. This person has a great deal of patience. Now, I'm building the great mirror for you now. Okay. Whoa, interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay. Mm. Okay. This person is certainly has gone through a type of death process here with Mortalite, the death card, and this death is interesting in that there is a looking back quality to it. Looking back, and this person has been trying to find the wisdom in doing so. It's as if they forgot to do something, or perhaps in losing something, they are still returning, or perhaps looking back in time in order to deal with something that has passed in time. Something that was left in the sea of time has flown away from them, and now they are currently looking back at some sort of thing, that being you. You, however, are on the other hand, on the conscious level, are have been placed into a type of inaction. You are no longer investing the time nor the energy into the situation because of your stability and your health. There has been a need for you to return into some sort of meditation period, and now you are essentially finding peace and solace in your mind, as well as finding stability. There also is a type of stagnation here that you have embraced in order to protect yourself from this person's energy. You want to move away, but you still can't for some reason. And it has to do with the nature of this. Before, you were actually, in the past, you were actually very much offering some form of steady energy towards this object of affection. But they had to go through some sort of great cycle, a transformation, and had to cut things out of their life. And something happened. Something happened. There's a strong Scorpio influence here. Scorpio is dictated by Mars as well as by the forces of Pluto, which is a very deep and active sign. This person's actions have caused some sort of death between you two, and the cycle has essentially, it's sort of trying to bring back the energy. I think you're more concerned with moving away, but you can't from this connection. They still have a deep tie with you, and they're on the precipice of cutting off that tie between you two. Here in the mirror, there is a feeling of prosperity, which is a foundation that is based on not only passion but some sort of commitment, a structure here that has not yet failed. There also is the possibility that your lives are parallel and are caught at a crossroads, and there is a mutual sort of mirroring happening here when it comes to the efforts that have been placed here. Both of you have chosen in the past to move separate ways, but this person still has the connection, and not only that, they're trying to sever it somehow. It's a very deep connection to you. At the same time, you're trying to move away, but you can't for some reason. I think your emotions have been suppressed very heavily, as has theirs, but they are very cognizant of trying to cut the cord, so to speak. Okay? Now, I'm going to discern and figure out why the prosperity card is here in the reverse. Okay. It's a lot of cards. Okay. Okay, we have 2 threes here. The 8 of Cups, the 3 of Cups, the 3 of Swords. Great heartache as well as happiness. Through the processing of great heartache, there is now a bridge, if you will, some sort of return or departure. And there you are again with the Knave of Pentacles or the Knave of Rods. The need to partition. Oh, I see. Yeah, so it's the need to partition and to create proper boundaries here from someone who has departed. This person has departed in a way. They're still looking back, and you're protecting yourself from this energy because you've processed a great deal of pain in order to find some sort of pleasure. At the same time, there still is a strong connection here that is based on an etheric cord, as well as a foundation of delirium, a foundation of what once was beautiful. At the same time, you are trying to protect yourself and your efforts from someone who has moved away. And now there is a type of feeling or a type of cord that still connects you to. Okay? Now, on the subconscious realm, this was the conscious realm, this is subconscious, this is manifestation as well as the realm of magic, this tier. It has to do in the mirror with the incident, the 3 of Rods, okay? So the 3 and the 4 of Rods are here. Strong indication of passion between you two. This was a passionate connection that did not have a proper foundation, yet the foundation is still there. It is based on a structure of fire, a house of flame, okay, something like this. Now, with the 3 of Rods here, there is a strong indication of patience needed in enterprise. Patience, more than anything. And between you two, there is a potential for harmony that comes through it comes through a rite of passage in order to find a focus point. But there is sort of a block here, and both of you are trying to get through that block. So it requires a great deal of patience in order to get to the 4, to revisit this passion. This is a very passionate connection with someone. Otherwise, it's a passionate project you have with something. Now, so it's saying to be patient here. Both of you want to be patient with this passion, with this burning desire to reunite. Okay? Strong indication here of union as well. Some sort of deep spiritual connection with the card of marriage or the card of the Lovers. Okay? The Lovers on the upright, it's marriage. It's like some sort of 3D commitment. But then on the downright, it's union, which is all about some intense spiritual connection, and you're trying to nurture this connection in some way, even if it requires some distance or there's no way to manifest some sort of proper, union, proper connection through marriage, okay? This is not a very conventional relationship. On their side, subconsciously, they feel this way too. There's a strong indication that both of you have to get over some toxic things in order to find the reason of all of this. And we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse for your person, your object of affection, your lover. And there is something about their motivations that does not want to, at this time, does not want to find a type of marriage situation or a type of binding agreement. That is quite to the contrary. And between you two, there's a great deal of patience in order to find some sort of humanity in this situation. And I highlight humanity because it's certainly something that we're all striving to do, or striving to become better versions of this humanity without the institutions or any sort of social expectations to be there. There still is some sort of love that is unconditional here. At the same time, this person may have had some very toxic emotions for you, and they're not willing to submit to that. There's something that they're trying to cut out, but always they have a feeling of looking back, and even if the cord is there, they're still not willing to cut it. However, there is a strong sense of the Ten of Pentacles as well as the Lovers here, some sort of holy matrimony, some sort of strong conviction towards a family or a familial feeling. Okay. Um, Strangely enough, I did not interpret the Two of Pentacles yet here. There's a great deal of karma when it comes to this situation. It may resolve itself, but there is still a need for patience more than anything. Okay. Now, on the soul level, we have here projet plus und de femme blanc, femme blanc. Plus on your side, which is the the Eight of Pentacles, hard work, but in the reverse. There's something about this situation that has to tie with your North Node as well as Leo energy, as well as South Node tendencies. So Rahu is big here. There's something about your soul is telling you to become healthy in this situation by letting go any expectations and not working hard at it, to be at a place of inaction, to try to not reach out. Okay. This is a very healthy motivation for you, and I think innately you know that your health is challenged as well as your commitments are challenged when entering this situation with the object of affection. It is important for you to know about moon cycles and certain conjunctions that have to do with either Venus or Mercury. Some strong indication here that the conjunctions here that are tied to also your North Node will show you some deep emotional blocks or perhaps deep emotional feelings that are physically manifested that may cause you duress and may cause you to either to crystallize, to become tense, or also to release. This is a great lesson of release for you, this connection. On their side, they have the Seven of Cups in the reverse. I think they clearly know that you are a part of their destiny, and on a soul urge, on a soul purpose, they find a strong harmony with you because you've helped them to sort of see clearly in terms of what they so desire, in terms of an emotional connection. That's why they can't cut it out. Somehow you give clarity to them, and somehow it's through your release of what's expected in partnerships in order to find this sort of hard work that's not really hard working at all. It's just for you on a soul level. It's practical. Also, it does not require being too focused on the detail of the situation. Okay, if that makes any sense. Now, between you two on a soul level, this person is nurturing you. There's something about this connection that is very deeply entwined in the Queen of Cups energy. Okay, so she's trying to give to you some form of nurture, but at the same time cannot let go, cut the umbilical. Okay, there is a strong familial tie here as well as a strong indication of a bond, a strong nature of a mother figure that you may be dealing with that is trying to nurture you in a soul level, or in a past life they were a mother figure to you, and you were sort of like a lazy child, and they were clearly giving to you a sense of clarity, nurture. The mother figure plays strong here with the moon here as well as the moon here, aspecting the sun. Okay, let's see. I would say that's about 45 degrees. Interesting, kind of like a trine or a sextile. Anyway, um, I would say for you to be open to this connection, to maintain your philosophy of not trying hard in it, to let it happen or occur effortlessly. There's something about your wisdom that has to tie with grounding. Grounding will help you here with the Eight of Pentacles as well as the Nine of Pentacles. Finding some sort of peace in inaction is best for you. You're trying not to reach out here with the Union in reverse, with the Lovers in reverse. And there's a strong sort of clarity in all of this. So I would recommend that in a period of judgment, in a period of reconciliation or a return, for you to choose one out of the three of your truths, the one that resounds best, you will know. It will be the most resonant. With that, blow your horn and enlightenment will come on the situation, in which there is a sense of karma as well as a sense of some sort of passion and a need to understand these passions. The emotions are not so clear here, but I think this person is projecting onto you a lot of emotions, and that could be good or bad for you, my dear Pisces. Thank you very much. This is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun. Please like, share, and subscribe if you will. I am also taking private consultations. You can find me in my About section. Thank you. Bye-bye.